Hello. So this is my YouTube channel. I'm Crystal Clear Mystic. I want to talk today about meditation and some of the myths around meditation. So when we hear the word meditation, we think kind of like sitting still and being within ourselves and connecting with ourselves, and that being the one way that's really briefly or mostly talked about, I guess, societally. But meditation is many different things. A lot of people can do meditation by sitting still, breathing, tapping into ourselves, being connected with our body. That is one way to do it. There's also moving meditation. So being really present and connecting with the five senses. So connecting with what you're seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, associated with maybe like chores around the house. So, while you're doing the dishes, noticing the warmth of the water on your hands, noticing the smell of the smoke, the color or the smell of the soap, the color of the dish that you're washing, the sound of the water as it's rushing, right? So five senses is another way to kind of do meditation as well. And you can use that to do moving meditations. So moving meditations can be, walks in the nature. It can be when you're doing yard work outside. It could be while you're gardening. It could be while you're doing some type of creative activity, such as painting or something along those lines. Meditation isn't this just one way of being. There's many different ways to meditate, right? Sometimes I'll sit outside and I'll just watch the birds, and I'll just be very present with what I'm hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and feeling within those moments. And that's meditation as well. I think also one of the myths that we hear when it comes to meditation is that meditation is about completely clearing the mind to nothing. I don't think that's actually true. It's more so about being able to watch what's happening without judgment or without emotionally attaching. It doesn't mean that there's nothing occurring during the time of meditation. I think that's one of the biggest, most confused about issues when it comes to meditating. My personal experience with meditation is that as I meditate, I sometimes time travel in meditation, and I'm able to kind of tap into my own Akashic records and go to past lives and past experiences and things like that. I also see visions during meditation. And then also during meditation, Spirit speaks with me. And we have like conversations in meditation as well. So I don't think that meditation is this idea that like nothing is happening at all and you're supposed to go completely blank. I think that's like a false understanding of what meditation actually is. And so I think it's important to kind of talk about my experiences when it comes to meditation, because I don't think that I'm alone in these experiences. And I think it's important to recognize that in meditative states, there is no right way to meditate. Everybody kind of experiences that a little bit differently, and there's nothing wrong with having a different experience than somebody else. There is no right way to do it. And I think that's kind of like the biggest takeaway for this video and like me doing this video is recognizing that like it's not about this idea of perceived way of doing things, and there is no perfect way to do it, and how you do it and what you experience is probably going to be very different than someone else, and that doesn't make you wrong or incorrect. It just makes it different for you, and that doesn't make us wrong. So I'm going to end the video there, but meditation is like really helpful in keeping us kind of like calm and relaxed and within ourselves and present. And like I said, there's many ways to do meditation. There is not just one right way. So don't beat yourself up about it. Trust yourself and trust what's coming in for you and trust what's happening for you, and know that you're doing it right, no matter what that is. All right, take care.